rising and moon are Taurus, but my sun is Capricorn. So like the sun is kind of your what your base is, but then sort of kind of different elements will come off of the others. So because I'm two Tauruses, within that I have a very strong side to my Taurus. But yeah, you know, like there's lots of different parts that I kind of look up. It's not like I live my life to that, but it's been very interesting having someone read my chart and kind of going back and looking at it myself. Like, so me being an entrepreneur, having my own business, actually, it's weird because it's sort of like it was like in my stars from the start, from my birth, basically.
Nice.
And it's really interesting, like having that done now and sort of seeing the journey that I've come on. Even like with relationships and things like that, it's very heartbreaking. But you know, they were all meant to end because that just isn't my journey. So yeah, it's really weird, sort of kind of going through it all. But yeah, it's also kind of nice.
I just wanted to. Sorry to cut you off. I just wanted
no,
before we get to. I just want to make sure we say hi to Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
Hey, Brandy. Hi. I was thinking that too. I didn't want to interrupt either.
I felt bad about cutting you off, but we can get back to what you.
No. I was just.
I see rainbows tonight, Brandy.
Just explaining for the question.
No worries. How's your day going, Brandy?
Tell me what? What? Sorry.
Oh, I just asking how your day's going.
Oh, it's going far.
Sorry?
Going good so far. Was out doing the usual adulting kind of thing, and then now I'm jumping on being with all you lovely people.
And the lovely Brandy.
Cool. I see rainbows behind you.
Yes.
Who?
All my flags everywhere.
Yeah.
I got
cool.
them everywhere.
That's cool.
Cool.
Hi to all the audience.
If I could just say hello to Selena.
Of course.
Sorry, carry on.
Oh, probably because it's.
No, I was just going to say I have 26 subscribers, which is like really exciting because I've not been the best at putting up anything.
Because
I've had a lot of sort of team issues, and so I've been having to do later nights at my studio. But yeah, I wanted to say thank you to all of them for subscribing and staying there until I'm more settled in a routine that I can put out content. But yeah, it's very exciting.
Tell everyone your channel.
Oh, my channel is The Ethical Tailor. I am a tailor. I do alterations, repairs, and make things on occasion. And I teach sewing skills, so that's what my channel's about. It's a teaching part. I'm a social enterprise. I have a fund set up that people can pay, like a pay it forward scheme where people can pay for other people to get a lesson. For those who are less able to pay for themselves, basically. And I give back with everything that people sort of buy through me. And yeah, to projects around the world, basically, that I think will help end poverty. Well, not end poverty, but help towards ending poverty and child trafficking and things like that. And yeah, then I'm going to start a set of shows at some point, hopefully. I just need to find the documents to be able to start it, but I want to do a lot of sort of deep dives on the lawsuits within fast fashion, so with H&M and Shein and the Temu and things like that, to expose their slavery and fast fashion practices, basically.
Excellent.
That's a very very noble and also very not broad, but kind of all encompassing.
Yeah, I think because it's hard to sort of narrow the sort of kind of fast fashion down so much, and sort of the practices behind it, because from what I know about sort of being in the space for a while and kind of talking to people about, like, trying to re-educate people on their consumerism, is I don't want to, there was a point when I was very sort of angry at people, and not like sort of individuals and such, but just sort of kind of people around sort of consumerism and sort of things like that, and came to realize more and more that it's about not just getting at them about the shopping, it's about educating them the reasons, sort of like why certain things are not the best to shop from and things like that. To then allow them to make up their own minds. So so I feel like if I can put out as much sort of information and knowledge as possible, then sort of kind of people can make up their own minds.
I mean, because this is something that I have struggled with since, I don't know, forever. I tend to get extremely angry and frustrated over all kinds of social issues and the way people are treated and injustices, random stupidity and short-sightedness, and all of these things, to a point where it really just dragged me down. It made me.
I get that.
So I eventually realized, and I tried to remind myself that the best thing you can do, because you can't change how people are, but you can help them by providing information. And I usually say that the one good thing I actually learned from my upbringing, or I was taught in my upbringing, was what you don't know, you should look up. And today, I mean, when I was a kid, we had these really old dictionaries at home, and that was basically it. It was very hard to find information. Today it's much easier, but it also makes so that many people don't take. I have noticed how many people don't even do the simplest of Google searches. And for me, that's, I mean, I don't remember much because my brain is useless. But I just get sucked into these wormholes of all kinds of topics. And so I think you have a very good, it's a good cause. I want to commend you. Yeah.
It's like over the years I've had to sort of, I kind of have to reassess everything that I'm doing, because when I first started my business, I was just like, the world's going to collapse, like there's so much wrong, inequality and, climate change and all these sort of things. So I kind of assign, like, so every service that I kind of do, every class that I have has like a different project associated to it. And I have, like, in particular, sort of one of my classes is has educating loggers that I sort of provide for, and then another one has replanting the trees, because I'm like, we can go around replant all these trees all we like, but until we like, the loggers aren't necessarily, like, the big companies are the ones decided to destroy the forest, but the individual loggers, it's not their fault.
No.
The same I view with, like, sort of child trafficking, is that it's not necessarily
What time?
It's not necessarily the families, sort of like who are kind of selling off, in quotes, their sort of kind of child. It's not the same. I had a thing recently, and some people really got quite argumentative about it. But I feel the same with refugees. They're not choosing to do this sort of. They're not choosing to come here. They're not choosing. They are being sold on the idea that that's what you should do. The same with the parents around the kids. So I funded one project that got completely funded. And that was to get them into schools, get the children into schools. So then now I'm funding another one that is educating the families on better finances.
Yeah.
So I just kind of, and same like with sort of poverty, it's, you can give them food, but unless you're teaching them how to farm or giving them tools to make money, sort of, they're never going to get out that cycle. So I kind of try and think deep down as to what is going to make the biggest impact. So yeah, sorry.
No.
But yeah, it's something that I'm, like, really passionate about. But then I sort of get a bit like worried that it's not everyone's cup of tea. But yeah,
I love it.
Why, sort of, I like all the sort of the Aftermath Foundation, and kind of, although it's hard hearing some of the sort of people that were like the kids in Scientology and other said cults, it's, sort of, I like kind of hearing about, like, the foundations and things that help them get through that. So that's actually something that I would like to do once, if ever, my channel gets monetized. I would like to start doing charity streams like they had with the Aftermath, because I just think, I've always said, if I could give, as long as, like, I could sort of have a roof over my head, if I could just give all my money away, then I would, because I see so many people around the world that are more in need, and in particular recently, last week, when, and now I can't remember what Asian country it was now, but that have, like, been really hit by the storms and things like that, and it's sort of
there was
climate disasters
Mali?
around the world is just heartbreaking, because it's sort of, it's so easy for us in the West to put something off as, oh, it's just bad weather, and then somewhere else around the world where, like, they're getting it like 10 times worse, it's like, well, it's happening to me, it's not happening to me.
I mean, in Turkey, what happened in Turkey with the earthquake, that's just, it's so devastating. I mean, it's, I can't, I was watching, there's a YouTuber, oh my God, what's his online name? Minute Man. Milo is his name. He's an archaeologist who went to Turkey to do guiding tours of like Göbekli Tepe and these places. And he, during that trip, had went to he visited some of these villages and towns that had been hit by the by the earthquake, and that really, because that was the first time I got to see it in another way than just numbers in the news article.
Yeah.
And he talked with people, like they went out around these towns and spoke to people who were like, yeah, this empty lot here, this was a house with a grandfather and 5 children and a mother, and they are all gone, and there's nothing left. And you can't even imagine there once was a house there. And it makes me so this is, I don't know, yeah, fuck it, he can go to hell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't have, I'm not in contact with my parents because of one of them, and it's not my mother, because she's a wonderful little broken person, but his commentary about the earthquakes was in Turkey was that these, and then a bunch of racist shit about people who are Muslim, etc., can't even build houses correctly. And I want to throw up and scream and punch my head in the wall just thinking about having that kind of mindset. So I'm always amazed about people who actually care to do something, because that's not it was not my upbringing. It has not been my personal experience. I mean, I have had help. I have had I have 2 incredible friends who I wouldn't have a bed without them. So, but the whole idea with helping people, and my greatest frustration with this Scientology thing, because that's something I really am passionate about, is that there is nothing I can do to help, because I can't be a volunteer for the aftermath, because I have nothing to offer. I don't have a car. I live in a tiny apartment. I can't give money because I can't even feed myself. There's nothing. Yeah.
That's not true, honey. We all here at least have one thing we can offer.
And that's
a lending ear.
Hey, let's say hi to Cindy before we go any further, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Cindy.
How y'all doing?
What an awesome hair you have.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I'm tired of being bald.
Okay, I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave you now.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, bye, Joe.
I know it's late in the
I took a shower, Joe. I swear.
Sin, it's nothing personal.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming on today, Joe. It's great to see you.
All right, take care, everyone.
See you too. Bye.
How's your day going, Cindy?
It's doing pretty well. You know, husband's home. I'm trying to get this to go onto my stream, so I'm trying. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, take your time. Meanwhile, you guys could all go through your channels, make sure everyone knows to subscribe if you want it.
Yeah, sorry, I was just finding a link for mine. I've got to
take your time. We got time.
Okay, I think mine's now up.
I've been posting my son's channel too in the chat if anyone wants to.
Oh yeah, I heard about your sons. What's he gonna do?
He's gonna be doing like the video game stuff. and
Oh,
some like jokes and stuff I'm gonna do with them and stuff like that.
My sister
Oh,
no.
been thinking about
And
having
if
our
any one of you guys have
do it.
kids or cousins, we could link the kids, not physically link them, but we could simul screen or do fun stuff if you want.
Yeah, I'm not sure my sister will let my niece get on
Hey,
there
Poet.
yet, but
Hey, poet.
How's your night going?
Well, it's hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you say it's hot or it's fucked?
Huh?
it is hot.
it's hot here too.
It's
is-
damn hot.
Well, it's hot,
Indeed.
and my main air conditioner went out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
You know that happened to us last
Poet,
year.
No.
Yeah, well, the thing is about a decade old, so I got to take it out and look in it and see if it's got this, that, or the other. But the one in my bedroom's working fine, so I just
Well, that's the important one.
after I
Pardon
get
me.
off this, I'm going in there for the rest of the festivities tonight. So
Yeah.
I don't blame you there, Poet.
I don't blame you.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't like
Did
that.
you see
Mike's
sorry.
gonna do, yeah.
Yeah, at I was gonna
Yeah, we
say
gotta
at
make
1
sure.
p.m.
Remind me of the time, guys.
Yeah,
we gotta
I'm
make sure we're
staying.
off.
I'm
before
staying
staying
up.
up for that.
Yeah.
yes.
I
So
know.
Seven?
Yeah, at least it's 12 for me.
Oh, but it went. Wait. It's
It's like 7 Central.
1 a.m. for me, so it's
Yeah.
it's 12.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that thing at when
Yeah,
it goes.
it's
What's
7
12
my
o'clock?
time. I don't know the conversion though. That's math. We don't do math here.
No, same here.
generally, if you're in the UK, it's 5 hours ahead of East Coast time. Mainland Europe is usually 6 or so. So
Yep.
right now it's 4:24 here, so
Yeah.
10:24 UK. Blah blah blah.
So
Yeah,
let me
but
just read Jen's
it
comment
would
real
be
quick, guys.
12.
So
Hey,
this was
can
in
I-
regards to the aftermath. She said she offered some tutoring for those returning formal school. You have something to offer, as we all do, only if you have bandwidth, of course.
You know,
Yeah, that's what
But
I want
I-
to
the
do.
thing-
with
I have nothing I can teach anyone. I mean, Egyptology,
you don't have to.
archaeology.
That's all interesting.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
that really
but
is.
I
You-
You know,
can
but
tell
you have your art, okay, and we've seen that. So you
Yes,
have your
absolutely.
art.
I could help people with literature,
Exactly.
and stuff like that.
So
I find history fascinating. So
yeah,
there's
Egyptology and archaeology would be fun for you.
yeah. Yeah, I wanted to be Indiana Jones when I was little.
Who didn't?
Oh, did you
Well-
know the first thing you get when you start the Egyptology program is a hat, and then when you graduate, you get the whip.
But what about the gun?
Oh, well, I have to ask about
Remember,
that.
he
Oh
had
no,
the
we're in
Juliana
Sweden.
saying-
We're in
Oh
Sweden.
yeah,
No
that's
guns.
it. No gun in Sweden.
Is Juliana saying Mike Render's going live in an hour?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going live at I think at 7.
7 Central. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 Central. Yeah, 6 Central,
1.5.
7 Eastern. So in about
Nice.
Mine it said 7. So
I'll
and
have
that,
to
you know,
definitely
yeah,
do that.
Yeah, we got to make sure we're off by then,
yeah.
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 And
because I
then-
want to watch that too.
It's
Yeah,
94 minutes.
Yeah, I
Hello,
figure-
John Sostowski. I got your name right, I hope.
John's the man. Hey,
John's-
John.
Hello.
And yes, Jen, Mike Render is
Awesome.
going
Yeah.
on at this evening.
Yeah, with an update.
Hey, can I say something about my channel?
Yeah,
Sure.
go ahead.
Of course.
Y'all, I'm only at 51 subscribers, but I actually got 1,000 watch hours in.
Cool. So
Nice.
Ooh,
cool.
Awesome.
Well, you're doing
exciting.
better on watch hours than me.
Yeah, I got like 120.
I'm just over 100, and
Yeah.
but I have 191 subscribers. So
162.
Nice.
The more time you guys go on, the more subscribers you get. You know what I mean?
Well-
The
Yeah,
more streams.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm starting out that Food Talk Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll help big time soon.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
and,
gonna start going on every Tuesdays as well with Tiff 45.
Oh, cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm doing a kind of an afternoon. I'm starting it at 1 o'clock Central, which East Coast is noon, I think. Isn't that right?
No, 2 o'clock.
No, two East Coast time. But I'm doing a Friday. I did the very first one this past Friday, and had a couple of people show up, and then I've had a lot of people watch the replay, mainly because I didn't give it a whole lot of warning.
Notice.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm probably going on tonight and going to go ahead and do the scheduling for this week's, and I've invited Clearwater Chad to come along.
Yeah, remind me, definitely.
Yeah.
We all have to help each other out. We all should be going on each other's streams. The more that we stream, guys, like if Cindy goes on with me and we dual stream, she'll get some of my subscribers and vice versa. So we all help each other.
Well, let me
for anyone coming on mine who want to chat about their COVID love stories.
Yeah, I would love
chat about what?
I'm wearing a kimono.
Nice.
Memory
It's pretty, Claire.
So
I would like to get Cece on. I would really like to see it.
Yeah, that would be so.
Cece and I could get together and do that. Well, she's already kind of challenged me on that one. So we have to get together and figure out how to do that. I will have issues trying to get the camera into and live stream into my kitchen. That's going to be the challenge. But
don't you have a husband?
I do, but he's usually at work. Or, and you really, I'm not sure I really want him filming. I don't know what he'll film. Who knows?
Don't wear a
tripod.
Tripod. The key is that I'm having to use my cell phone and I have to direct connect it into my computer, my desktop, as my webcam. I don't have like a GoPro or something like that I can connect. And I don't have, stringing a wire from in here across over the sink and across the aisleway into the kitchen. It's probably not a good idea.
But Cindy, you could still keep just doing your just talks for now until you figure that out. Right. Every time, like I said, those are going to help big time.
Yeah.
Just like these pre-shows help. Even if you don't.
Yeah.
Well,
I got on here.
I mean, my thought is if that DC really wants to do sort of a SPTV chopped, which is kind of what I'm thinking is what she's interested in doing. And Cece, if you're on, I thought I saw that you were on earlier.
She's on my
channel. If you want to email me, you can call me, whatever, and we can see how we can work that out. Maybe we do we have like 4 ingredients that we go get, and then each of us come up with a recipe, and we'll do a video doing something with those things. I don't know however you want to do it. You gave me the challenge. I've accepted the gauntlet. Now it's your turn to plan it.
Well, you could like do the stream, and then whoever gets the most likes or something like that on their channel.
That's a possibility. The key is that if we're cooking off, if we're doing like a cook off, we need to do.
It's getting someone to judge it. That's the thing.
Yeah, and well, that we could use the likes.
Wouldn't that be Claire Headley?
Well,
we could do Claire.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to have Claire Headley and my
judgment
husband.
over Mark.
Okay, it'd have to be Claire Headley and my husband, so we're even out, and then a third.
Yeah.
Because Cece and Claire are family.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well,
I will happily judge if you want.
Yeah,
awesome.
Speaking of.
The hardest part will be having you make it at the same time, because the only way that you can truly judge it is to taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
I'll fly over just for that one stream.
Oh wow, okay.
Or you can get people to make both dishes.
Yeah.
And serve them to their families. And see which one do a survey, see which one their family do, and you can put up on your community pages.
Yeah.
I'd
Cece and I have to
but maybe there are super cooks.
Yeah, that's an easy way. That would be a very easy way for people to, if there's a cook in the in the family or whatever, get them, hey, make these and stuff like that,
Well,
and
I
see
finally,
what gets the best feedback.
Well, I find all of the notorious NeverIns, Juliana, Chad, Chad has a whole section that's his. But I've done one now for Denver Stevo. I've done one for Juliana, which is the Mojo Tacos. And I did one, it went up last night for Marilyn. And hers is the steak marsala. Cool. And yeah, and she gets to play with fire in the kitchen. Because you basically light the alcohol on fire.
Oh yes, I know.
Yeah, so you're doing a flambe.
I have a question for you, dear Chef Cindy Fooden. Vegetarian.
Steve, I'm kind of scared of where you're going with that.
Do what? I was caught with Steven's comment there. Do you want us to throw them at you or hit you with them or what?
I'll keep my eyes open, but no promises.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think I've seen some at thrift stores around here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
Like you could probably go to Salvation Army and find them cheap.
Yes,
I would like to know.
Yeah, there's
will those who send him these fax machines, will they get pictures, and are those pictures going to be a present or a threat? Because that could really.
Are you wanting your fax machine to become famous?
I was more thinking pictures with him and the fax machine. I want to.
He's going to do a video. I see this coming.
My biggest issue would be postage, because is it postage due? Or
COD.
And I'd have to ship it international, because I'm in the States and he's in Canada, and you have to go through customs in order to do that. But if I find one, I'm more than willing to send it to you.
Good old COD. Hi, Joel. Juliana, I have actually linked your page to that recipe now. So, I went in and I did some in the and I need to get with one of you guys. How do you add to your community, or the linked pages? Pages you like.
You do it in when you customize in the customization page on your YouTube page, where you have it in your branding. I think where you put in like your profile picture and all that stuff. Right, I think it's in there. Where you add it in there. It's been a while since I've done that for mine.
Yeah, I've tried to add some. I think I found it at one time and tried to add some, and then it just wouldn't add it for whatever. I don't know what its problem was.
Juliana,
maybe it was.
I got to organize my
keyboard interface problem, probably somewhere in there. One of those.
Yeah.
And all y'all that's on here, let me just say, it's an open invitation. From when I'm on at night, and y'all see that I'm on, come on in. Tell me you're on. I'll send you a link.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to come on.
Nice.
Will do. Yeah, I still got some stuff I want to talk to you about. We still need to continue our conversation from.
I know we keep missing each other.
And you and I have a lot to talk about too.
Yeah, I'm on a lot now at night after work, and it all depends on, like Mondays and Tuesdays I'm off now, but if I'm on after work, I'll be like, okay, I know it's gonna be a night I can't sleep. I'll just wind down, and I'll hop on here at night just to kind of sit and talk and wind down for a little while.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
If I ever have a sleepless night, I will definitely push you up on that.
The other night I ended up being on. I don't know if y'all
see what Joel said.
3 hours.
Stand back. I have a fax machine and I'm on. I'm not afraid to use it. That's hilarious.
Well, I got a few announcements.
Oh yeah, go ahead, boy.
Yeah. Well, as I've told before, I have one book out. It's a short collection. You can find it on Amazon right now. And then the Scientology haiku and limericks probably be out next week. And was like, I'm going on probably this weekend, early next week with Liz Gale, and we're going to talk about publishing and our experiences and other stuff like that. I'm on her schedule, so I don't know exactly when, but everybody will know.
Oh,
And I'm really excited. I just don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
So if you want to support me and all that stuff, go to Amazon, just put in my name in the Kindle store and it will come right up. It's like the second selection down. It's called Memories Carved in So Much Dust. It's a short collection of stuff I've written over the years. And, I did it to get the experience and stuff because, anyways, lost my train of thought.
Is it poems or short stories or a mixture?
Poetry. I write poetry. I've tried to write short fiction and everything, but I get bored real easy. I think it's my ADD. It's
Brian,
like.
Are you saying you're no LRH?
Do what?
So, are you saying you're no LRH?
Oh no! I'm no hack. I'll tell you that. I might not be the best wordsmith in the world, but I can write sometimes. At least you guys see the stuff that I let people see.
Yes, very good.
Also, I'm going to be doing an anthology for the SPTV community. I'm going to call it. The tentative title is the SPTV Anthology: Art, Photography, Stories, Essays, and Poetry of a Grassroots Phenomenon.
Ooh.
Yes.
Cool. Nice title.
Cool.
Yeah, and I've got the setup and everything. I've got the criteria and everything. I'll post it, but basically 5 poems up to 50 lines each. Visual art and photography, 5 images, 400 DPI or greater. Essays up to 1,500 words. Short stories, 10 pages max. And I'll probably do submissions for about a month. That way it can come out sometime before Christmas. And it's going to, and along with my collection, my haikus and limericks, 50% of the net profits are going to be donated to the Aftermath Foundation. With the SPTV collection, probably 80 to 85%, a vast majority of that will be donated to the Aftermath Foundation.
Awesome.
People who submit their stuff to me will keep their copyrights. I'm shooting for 300 pages. So I'll be needing people to submit stuff. I don't care what it is. It could be any genre, anything. The only criteria is you have to be an SPTV viewer. It can be NeverIns, X's, OSA if they want to send me one. I don't care.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you don't have to have your real name, like say Chad. Take a good picture of one of your paintings. I'd put the Jay Leno Smurf, Papa Jay Leno Smurf. Take me a real good picture of that, and it's in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, and it would be accredited to Clearwater Chad.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Excellent. Whatever your handle is in the chat, stuff like that.
Cool.
That way, if you want to preserve your anonymity, that's fine. I don't care.
So instead of Chad, I'd have to pick a different name. Am I right?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe something calzone.
Who knows? And it'll be Kindle, and then I'm trying to figure out how to do it on platforms other than Amazon, and that's one of the things I want to pick Liz Gale's brain about. But yeah, it's a way for Amazon us. Well, right now it's the easiest way to get it done for someone with my
I know.
resources and stuff, because
I'm not
also
faulting
for
you
around the
at
world.
all.
Yeah.
At all. No.
and stuff. But
Because I
pretty
don't know
pretty
that stuff, but I totally
pretty
get it.
soon, you know, Barnes and Nobles, and then I'm going to be doing the e-commerce myself. I've got t-shirt lines. Mrs. J is doing me and Mrs. J are working on an illustrated version of the collection, which you guys, the pictures are so wicked surreal. Oh my god. And stuff. So by that time, that'll be available on different platforms and stuff, and you know, autographed copies and stuff. I'll figure out how to get that stuff to people. Do you want any of the photos that I took at the free wins? Sure. It's it's whatever you want to send. Photos, visual artwork. You know, if you got a painting or something, take a really good digital photo of it. It's just got to be 400 DPI or bigger. That's for the printing process and stuff.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier.
So Poet, if I like, because I'm fixing to have to start on my daughter's Christmas present, which is recipes that go to her cookbook, her low carb cookbook that I made for her last year.
Yeah.
So if I print up some of those recipes, actually I can give you access to all the recipes I have very easily through Google Docs.
Yeah, I'll give out email addresses. You just email me a Word doc, and we're good.
Yeah, like I said, I have Google Docs. I do everything on Google Docs. So
if that's what you want to submit, fine.
Yeah.
You know,
I could do I could do a couple of things.
A couple recipes. It's just a community thing to, you know, for us to, you know, express ourselves and you know, be a community together.
Okay.
Oh,
No, I think that's amazing.
What happened, Davey?
I just realized something.
What's up?
What?
If I don't know, get a head injury or just get my courage up or something, I can actually contribute then to the aftermath.
Yeah. You can,
that's
and your
awesome.
art is amazing.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
send some of your artwork. That would be amazing. Because
just send me photos like one of your paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably be the last half of September and the first half of October. I'll probably do about a 4-week submission period and stuff. And you know, you subscribe to my channel and it'll be on the community page, it'll be on the Facebook pages and all that stuff. And of course I'll be talking about it every time I come on here. And you know, when the collection comes out, I want to go do the rounds on all the different channels and stuff and talk about it then. And you know, if I can.
Poet, have you seen some of her artwork? She would be for her to illustrate the cover would be amazing.
I already got the cover done.
Oh, you do?
All that's done. Yes. Now I might contact you about illustrating some other stuff. I've got other stuff in the works, but as far as
her stuff is amazing.
Yeah, but you just give me some. I just need really good digital images and all that stuff.
Because I'm volunteering you, Deviant, for something that maybe just you don't.
So, but if you want to,
I'm so flattered and I don't really know where to go.
If you want to if you can't contribute financially, but you can contribute creatively. This is a good way to do it, you know, because that's just with me. With with y'all on the chatathon we did for Mike, and I was talking to Doug. You know, last summer I hit rock bottom, and it's been a slow climbing out process. And this community, because I was stuck here at home and didn't have a car. You know, my friends were all off doing their lives, and I found a community here that helped bring me out of it. And I was just like, how can I contribute? And then I was laying, that live stream that Aaron did where he was messing around with Chat GPT just got something in me, got my creative juices flowing.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, that thing has no soul. It has no soul. I said more than I said. You know, I'm trying to keep this family friendly since we're, but that thing has no soul. I can do better. And then I started working on the limericks and everything, and I was in bed, And my brain goes, dude, Scientology is a 5-syllable word.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, I swear, I had no control over it. It was just like
Yeah.
within a space of about 6 weeks, I wrote 30 haikus and about 10 limericks, and then and stuff that the ones I've done videos on and all that stuff. Every one of them is going to be in the collection. Hell, you want me to? I can read a couple for you.
Yeah.
Sure. What Juliana just said is honest to God true.
That.
It has saved a lot of people outside of Scientology. I mean, like you, Poet. I mean, I was spending with my back. I was spending all my time playing World of Warcraft, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not doing that anymore. And it gave me, I had been kicking around doing a channel for a while, but it gave me the gumption, I guess, or the push to actually do it. And I'm having a ball with it.
Well, I started my channel first. Like, it was back in December. Some crap was going on, and I was thinking about, that's when I first started watching the channels and stuff. Chris Shelton, Aaron, those were the two main ones. John Atack and all those guys. And then I was toying around with it, and I was talking with one of my oldest friends, who's also a poet. She is a very, very good poet. And I told her what my idea, and she was like, "Do it." And then I was like, "Okay."
It's really interesting. One of the things that I've kind of figured out in all of this, and especially as we're starting to do these lives, it's becoming even more so, is that we're all kind of a family now.
It's like, we're all here for a certain purpose. We all have this thing in common. Someone has different religious beliefs, this beliefs, that beliefs, political beliefs, but we don't. We leave that at the door, and if someone brings it in, Goldie gives them the smackdown. Like she had to do today. I don't know who saw who saw that.
I missed it.
No, there was this dude in it was on Jenna Miscavige's live. There was this dude.
Really?
There's this dude in the channel, and he started off going Trump 2024, and then I guess and then he was like some other stuff, and Goldie was like, no, and I went in and I was like, hey man, choose your audience, And then he was rude. He was rude to me, and people got on him, and Goldie had to put him in timeout, and then he smoothed out after a while. But I don't think it was the OSA troll or anything like that. It was just this dude from Japan whose second language is probably English. They do things different over there than we do, but we have this thing in common, and it brings us all together. And in this world where community seems to have taken a back seat to a lot of things, it's good that this tool is available to all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get off my soapbox now.
No, that was great. I didn't know that. I seen a little of Jenna Miscavige thing, but I couldn't watch the whole thing.
It was interesting. It was her and Aaron. I can tell that she is trying to get used to it, to opening up and all that stuff. Basically, and it was only on her channel. And basically, Aaron just asked her questions and stuff like that. So,
it's really good to see her.
Oh
her experiences are just incredible, and she was treated slightly differently than the others, just because of who she was, but she was still treated so badly. And how do you do that to family? How do you do that to family?
I don't know.
You're a psychopath.
It's like, and that could lead me into this poem, one of the limericks I want to read.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
This is called Captain COB version 1. There's more. There's this guy we'll call Lil Davy. He's captain of a pretend quasi-navy. Quicksilver and wrath a little psychopath. He might be a bit batshit crazy.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
That was awesome. That was
Nice.
awesome.
That was awesome.
On the back of that, I'm going to do a little show and tell of some merch that I bought.
Oh, nice.
Aw,
Cool.
I like that.
Oh,
that's
wow.
cool.
Unfortunately, I've had to reorder because I really wanted the picture behind, which is the Claire Bear mug, and I wanted that to be what I show to everyone because obviously I'm a Claire as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I will be getting that one, but yeah, so I have a wear a shirt.
Yeah. Once I get
Nice.
monetized, I have an idea for doing an apron. Have y'all seen the little SPTV logo that I put on my videos up in the corner? You'll see it in the upper right hand side.
I think so.
Yeah, it's there throughout the whole video, and it disappears at the very end, and it comes in right at the beginning. But anyway, it's a pan with steam coming up off of it, and that part of the steam is SP, and then it says TV.
No, I have seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that I want to put that on an apron.
That would
Cool.
be so fun.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
have any merch ideas.
Oh, I've got all kinds. Like
Oh, I won't
like-
be doing much.
yeah, my all my haikus.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna be able to get one of those on a shirt.
that'd be cool.
I have
Yeah.
I have a Goldie line that I'm toying with, and eventually, like if you like one of the illustrations in the illustrated version, you get that on a shirt. You know, there's all kinds of stuff you can do.
That's so fun.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
the thing. I feel like
Um,
all y'all channels you can do merch.
Yeah, but you do a lot of artwork, don't you? Just put that on a T-shirt or on a mouse
Yeah.
pad.
Yeah, you do whatever original artwork you do.
Yeah.
Take really good digital images of it and go on. There's like I think it's Fourth Wall. You have to have like 500 subscribers.
mm,
Yeah.
Like,
Like that,
but there's other avenues besides Fourth Wall. Like Mrs. J is helping me out with all this.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait till she gets back. She's on a much deserved vacation right now, and when she gets back, we're going to continue another episode of Weed and Poetry. This one will be on Coleridge, Samuel Taylor Coleridge. If anybody's ever heard of him, he's a really good poet. Something's caught my attention.
Caught your
Anyways,
attention.
yeah, something was what Steve was saying there. We're still talking about politics.
Politics, yeah. Well, I mean, really and truly, a lot of these channels are really not the place for that.
Oh no,
You know,
there's plenty other places on
Yeah.
online.
Right.
For
Yeah, I
that
think he was
stuff.
saying not to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Is
You know,
that
it's
that's
kind
not
of,
what
we're already
we do.
talking a quote unquote religion, but you know,
Yeah.
there's places that you do that kind of stuff, and in polite society, two things you don't talk about is politics and religion, because they can get really heated.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
had relationships in there too.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, it's,
PRR.
yeah. So you know, keep the
Yeah.
politics out. We're already dealing with a religion, or quote unquote a religion, and you know, and so why do we need to go about adding that in?
Well, it's like
Yeah,
that's
Cindy,
fine,
even with
Stephen.
me and my channel, I really kind of watch kind of how I talk about what I talk about with with religion, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's
Yeah,
one of them that it's a slippery slope.
yeah, because you can be
Exactly.
you
Oh,
can,
what do you
still-
got there, Deviant?
It's about respect at the end of
Yeah.
the day.
What is that? Ian?
Is that an earring?
Is that lace?
Looks like an ear. earring?
Snowflake,
It's a granny square
Granny Square.
Tiny one.
It's
Yeah.
lace.
because I'm gonna do a quilt with granny squares.
Cool.
I
A
have,
whole quilt.
Excellent.
Yeah, cool.
yeah, it was in
Tiny
order.
quilt.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do miniatures.
So you need to have a giant, a lot of them squares.
You have more
Cute.
patience than I.
You have oh my god, you do dolls' houses. Oh, cute.
Yeah. Teeny,
Cool.
tiny, and the smaller.
In that,
that's
there's a
pretty.
program where they do miniatures.
Oh,
can't think of what it's called, but like they sort of each week they do like a different room of this massive doll's house.
You know, the
Yeah.
first female detective ever was the one that did miniatures.
No.
Yeah, she did it just like Deviant. She did these
Wow.
miniatures just like that. Yeah,
So,
and then
do you make those parts or get them prefabricated?
no. I make everything
Cool.
myself.
Nice.
Deviant, show your house again.
That you can pass on to Scientologists.
The house is
Yeah, show your house. See, like the Deviant, how she did her house like that.
Yeah.
The first female detective, she
Not
did it kind of like
finished.
that, but in a real live crime scene.
Yeah.
She put out the crime scene.
That was how CSI started. Yes.
Yes. And she was not only the first female detective, but she was the first one to put out how
Joel.
people should go about processing a crime scene, because back then they didn't know.
Yeah.
And that's how murders were
Yeah.
getting away with.
Well, they didn't have photography as well either, or good photography.
No,
so they were
didn't.
doing that.
Right.
So Joel is saying that Deviant's making a house for little Davy.
Yeah.
He is not allowed in my house.
I'm so looking forward to getting my
Good
troll,
idea,
troll,
though. Yeah.
troll of the howl or whatever.
Oh,
Good
you
idea.
ought to do a recreation of the musical Chairs game in.
Oh, the whole
I got it. How
Do-
sadistic.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
like
literally.
do
She's
different
like, how
scenes.
sadistic of you.
I was gonna say that might be hard on some people.
But
Yeah.
you never know, and like do something like that.
I love
Pictures
recreations.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, Deviant, that would be pretty cool though if you could do like all the little Scientology buildings.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, the
imagine
problem
doing
is
like
I've never
God.
been at any of those.
just
I've
having
never
pictures.
seen a Scientologist in real life.
There's all
Or
kinds of
a
pictures.
Scientology
pictures
building in
everywhere.
real life.
I'll go past the London one. I'll send you a video.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
you can.
really cool though. Have this
there's-
little like village set up of all the different worldwide orgs.
So that's like so
Yeah.
cool.
You put Mike's bobblehead in the middle, right?
Yeah, you
Right.
could do like Int Base, and then like the downtown Clearwater area, or because there's all kinds of pictures out there where
Well-
you can get them from different perspectives and
Yeah.
all that
Well,
stuff.
then they have pictures of certain rooms
He's
in there,
kind of
like
big
L.
for
Ron
the
Hubbard's
house.
office.
Mhm.
They have some pictures of that.
That's cool.
It's alright. It's alright, Deviant. It will be like the Barbie movie.
There you go.
Giant on the beach. If anyone's seen the Barbie
You
movie,
could do
yet.
the one with Mike.
Mike lost his head over that idea.
Hey,
No.
hey, that happened to me too. I dropped him one time, and his head flopped off, and I was just like, oh.
Oh, I actually took it off because it was too well glued on.
Yeah.
So I took it
It
off
wasn't popping
and I'm
wouldn't
gonna. No, I'm just gonna glue it on there again. It just melted like if you have a glue gun or something.
Yeah.
So and I have glues. I have so much glue. You don't even
You could
know.
totally
There
do
is
that
so
of,
much
like,
glue.
Mike being the like the large Mike render coming through, smashing all the buildings.
It's like Godzilla. Is that what
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
saying?
stomping on them.
Or Attack of the 50-foot Mike Render.
Yeah. Oh my god! And then you need to do like a little stop motion video of it.
There you go.
So
Just to give you more work. Oh, that's so
I
cute.
made. This is me
That's
because
pretty.
I'm a letter child. I don't know what you call it in English. I have
You don't have much
ADHD and
education for that.
PTSD, so I like to start projects, but then I start another project and another project, and
That's
if I
Oh.
get
me,
ready,
yeah, that
when
is
I'm
me.
ready, I overwork it.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, okay, I got to do something that I can just finish. So this is scale 1 to 87.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take away this part,
What? That is cool.
Cool.
Very nice. That is beautiful.
That is you. Do you use
That's
like
some
a
dedication
do you
right
use like
there.
a like a really powerful magnifying glass or?
No, and the
I
thing
can
is
see
that
deviant with
I'm
those glasses
really,
that you bring
it
down to
doesn't
one.
show that much now because I have taken uh, like not heart rate,
Blood pressure?
Inderal. Yeah, blood pressure lowering, and it helps with my hands, but I'm really shaky. So,
Mhm.
and I have ticks in my hands. So sometimes I sit with like this
Mhm.
chair. I don't know
Mhm.
how many times I have done chairs like this, and then suddenly my hand just click,
Mhm.
and it's coffee wood. It's firewood. So it's just start over, and I do that.
Oh, so you use wood to fabricate the parts.
Yeah,
Okay,
mostly wood,
mostly wood.
some papers. I have in here is a bookcase. I don't know how well you can see it, but
Yeah,
there's a bookcase.
that's
And I
cool.
did every single one of those books by hand with pages that are
And so
openable.
don't tell
And
me
then
that.
I realized if I can, I had to glue them together. I didn't want to because I wanted to be able to take out some
Yeah.
writings in them and stuff.
Cool.
Uh,
Nice.
but
So
it was like a hurricane had went
so
by. And
so
sorry.
Joel, I'll start with mine
Yep. Go ahead, Cindy. Yep.
on your question. Um, Many of you know I have 3 German shepherds, and then my son has a service dog. He is a epileptic, so it's a seizure dog. And as many of you guys know, one of my dogs has been very ill for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is actually doing better. She's not
Good.
eating like she should, but she right now I'm coaxing her. I'm feeding her whatever she'll eat. But she is doing much better. She can get up on her own and move around on her own now.
That's good.
She's, in fact, I don't know if you can hear her in the background. She's telling me that she wants some attention. So I mean, this is good. And so yes, I have 3 German Shepherd dogs, 2 solid blacks. The old lady, the one that's been sick, her name is Sabbath, and she's a solid black. I'm sure you guys can make the connotation.
Yeah.
Her Casey is my rescue dog. He was a dog that my best friend got as a puppy right before she found out that she had stage 4 breast cancer. And so she got it metastasized very quickly, and she passed 2 years ago. It'll be in October. And she and I used to show dogs together, and so I told her family that if Casey had nowhere to go, he had a home at my house. So I have him.
Cool.
And then I have my young dog, my young solid black. His name is Ozzy. Again, I'm sure you can make the connotation. But anyway, he was my 2020 you know what baby. And so I didn't get him out to socialize. So he's not as social as I like to have my dogs. He basically has been with me, and I've been holding the whole time. So he gets separation anxiety if he can't get to me. So, but that's my 3.
I have 3. My oldest is named Bella. I got her when I was stationed in New Mexico. She's a 30-pound German. The paperwork said she was a German short-haired pointer mix. But yeah, she's 11. And then I have a he'll be 9 in November. A Chihuahua named George. I didn't name him after George Lucas. I named him after I actually named him after a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
You know
cool.
the one with the abominable snowman goes, I'm
Yeah.
gonna love it. Yeah. I was when I was down in Texas. We were.
I was going to say Georgia of the Jungle.
Yeah, sometimes I
Oh,
sing that to him, but it was the Looney Tunes, the one with the little dog that goes, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? Yeah, shut up. So I was sitting out in the backyard. It was when I was living in Texas, and I was sitting out in the backyard, and I actually have pictures. I was taking some pictures of him, and I looked at him, and that cartoon came into mind. And then I have a 3-year-old. He's a white lab beagle blue heeler mix named Phil.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't name him. One of my friends suggested the name. I'm like, okay, because he could be a different Phil, different day of the week.
Oh yeah, I heard
Phil
you say that
Donahue,
before.
Phil this, Phil that.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, Phil
There you
Coulson,
go.
Phil Hartman. There's all kinds of Phils out there that are famous. Yeah, he is like you. I got him in 2020, and at a time when a bunch of bad shit started happening. So yeah, he's kind of my emotional. He gets a lot of hugs. I'll tell you that.
Aww.
That's cool.
Yeah, he gets a lot of hugs.
Yep.
Well, I have a cat back home with my parents, which is my cat technically, but my mum wouldn't let me bring her to London. She's now 15, 16.
Wow.
A really small, skinny, but long-haired cat, just like a moggy cat. She was born of 2 strays, but one had been domesticated. But not. And then where I live now in London, we have a white cat, short-haired cat that just molts constantly. Downstairs, the indoor cat. And actually, Joel, when I saw your your comment earlier about your donations, there was a cat that I saw the other day that I went back to today to see if it was still around, but it wasn't, so hopefully it is actually someone's cat. But yeah, I was going out the other night and this cat came up to me, and obviously cats are very friendly anyway, but it was particularly filled with so I was just a bit worried that or maybe it was like someone had kind of kicked it out, but I went back today and couldn't find it, so yes, I was a bit thankful because I don't really have obviously anywhere to keep the cat, but yeah, sort of I can't. It sort of breaks my heart to think that any animals are out there without a cat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, like pets can't choose. We bring them in. We bring them into our lives. And,
yep.
A pet is for life, not just for Christmas.
Yeah.
Exactly. But and to say about the not choosing, the cat that's actually in my house here in London. So the boy, one of the guys who's like been in the house for ages, it's kind of technically his cat. But when the people that brought the cat was actually his previous housemates from like years ago, and they really wanted the cat to love them. So they fed it, they sort of would stroke it and everything. He is the one that would scoop up the poo, and the cat loves him. The cat will not leave him alone. And the cat's a boy, and my housemate's gay, so we keep saying that the cat's gay. So
they can. They can't choose who's their favorites. Like my dog Bella, she is very, very protective of me. And when I first moved back here, my brother was living with me, and his girlfriend would come here all the time, and she'd bring her dogs with her. And she had a couple small ones, and I remember one of them, a little black one, was coming up to me, and Bella jumped up in my lap, looked at her, growled, and then licked my face and looked right back at her. I was like, I wish I could get a actual 2-legged woman to love me that much, But yeah, all joking aside, they do choose in a way, but we're the ones who bring them who bring them into our lives.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Who else was left to answer the?
Yeah.
Deviant.
I have sorry, I
It's okay.
I have No, I can't talk about it. I
That's
don't
okay.
have
That's
a
okay.
neighbor that's
That's okay.
pretend he's your friend, and it will end badly
That's
for
okay. You
those
don't have to
around.
answer.
That's okay.
I don't have any pets because I don't really have time to. You know, and a pet, as you guys know, hopefully you agree. It's
Yeah.
fine if you don't disagree, but you got to put time. You know, you got to
Oh
be
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's
You do.
why I don't have a dog. I just can't, you know.
Well, it's like it's like right now I'm single. I'd like to be able to just jump in my car and go travel, but I got my dogs I got to worry about and
I
stuff. So
I agree with you, Joel, on that last comment you
Yeah,
just
I'll
made.
post that one. Yeah. Yep.
You really do have to plan, especially you never know what's going to happen. You could walk out the door and get run over by a bus. We don't know, but
Yeah.
always have a plan for what's going to happen to your pets. So just like you would your children, you know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, people so often don't.
Wendy didn't have a plan, and so I made one for her, and that's how I ended up with Casey. And yeah, it's very important. And the thing you have to realize is that there's some pets, birds are one of them, that live over 100 years old. So you literally have to will birds to someone, and have that plan in place, because the bird is very likely to outlive you.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yep.
Good point there.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Does everyone want to plug your channels again? Because we're getting kind of close. We probably want to add a quarter too. Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Yeah. Well, my channel is called From a Poet. Oh, I'm not streaming this one there right now. Sorry about that. I forgot to do that. But it's just type in From a Poet on YouTube, and there's poetry about everything. I do videos about different poets and stuff like that. So it's a poetry channel. So.
Cool.
I am Sinful Good or at Sinful Good. I try to do content every day, at least one. Sometimes I get 2 or 3 up. I'm I started last week, but I'm really going to get into it starting this week, a Food Talk Friday, which is basically we kind of talk about anything. But one of the things that I am kind of pushing on that is, let's talk about food. What do you like? What can we do? I've actually said what we might do is do a recipe brainstorm. So we all write a recipe, and that type of stuff. So that's kind of what I do. Try to give you a little bit of facts, a little bit of food safety, because food safety to me is very important. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's not, a lot of people. I have one person who's concerned about poisoning her family, and I'm telling her, as long as you do, get to these temps and you take care of, wash your hands in between meat and everything else, wash your hands after you handle eggs, that type of stuff. You won't poison your family. So doesn't matter what you do, you won't poison them. So anyway, so that's kind of what I'm doing. And I do want to plug, hopefully she's still on, and I do this on my channel, especially on Food Talk Fridays. I do plug this. We have 2 SPTV cooking channels. There's mine at Sinful Good, and the other one is at Cece's Comfort Cooking, and that's Cece. And both of us, I kind of watch her channel, see what she's doing, so I try not to do what she's doing. But both of us are working together to try and some of these people coming out of the Sea Org, they've never seen a kitchen. And so hopefully we can give them some things to try and be successful at.
Yeah, I've not even thought about that, but that's really good.
It's a good idea. That's great.
So I can go next. I am the Ethical Tailor. I have a channel that is teaching sewing skills. I've done one so far, but it's what I want to have as a regular is voicing over some of my videos, because all my videos are without sound, or without voiceover anyway. So I do that whilst having the video running. I then do that with the live chat. and I'm not sure what day I'm going to do it on, but I'm thinking I'll do a stream tomorrow and Wednesday as well, just because then I'm busy at the end of the week. And then I'm also doing a Cloven Love Stories stream, where I basically talk about whatever I'm wearing that day, and the sort of stories behind it, when I bought it, how long I've had it, and kind of places that I might have worn it at. And then sort of going into the material and things that it's made of. And that's kind of something that I would like to invite anyone that wants to come on to sort of talk about their own clothing love stories, or people can send me in photos. And my email is on my about page on my channel. And yeah, and then I'm going to be doing some streams soon that are sort of unraveling fast fashion and going through some legal documents, if I can actually find any, because they're keeping them quite well hidden. That goes along with my conspiracies behind fast fashion. And yeah, but I don't know what day that's going to be on, and that is going to be a collab with the Wonderful Witness as well. So yeah, so that would be really lovely. Thank you.
Nice. Brandy?
My channel is Christ Anxiety. It's mainly on the anxiety of religion, but it's also just a free to talk channel. Everybody comes on just to chat, hang out, talk. We talk about anything and everything. What's on people's minds or what their anxiety could be troubling them that day. Just anything. I've been trying to come on a lot more. Trying to work that in with my schedule. So definitely try to see more on late nights. I come on more late at night now, so definitely people watch out for that. And also, I'll be doing more on Tuesdays with Tip 45. We're going to be doing that as well. And like I said, anybody on here, y'all are more than welcome to come on as well. I'll be popping on later at night. And if anybody has any ideas or want to come on or anything like that, shoot me an email, christanxiety@gmail.com. So
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm more than happy to
that's important
help
stuff you
anybody
talk about on your channel.
Oh, by the way, y'all, I'm going through another training at work, so I'm getting promoted.
Cool.
Oh,
Where are you
nice.
working? Where are you working?
I'm working customer service.
Customers.
So the area I'm in now is just like the first tier, and I'm moving up to another tier.
Do you do that from home? Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, and so actually the week of 9/11, I start that training, and it's for like 2 weeks. So I have a week of training and a week of nesting.
Excellent.
Oh,
Awesome.
that reminds me.
Congratulations.
On the 10th, I have to look this up right quick, but on the 10th, if anybody is in the central Arkansas area, at the Faulkner County Library, the Poet Laureate of Arkansas, here, let me look up her name. She is going to be doing, her and another one, her name is Suzanne Underwood Rhodes. The Poet Laureate of Arkansas is going to be doing a lecture at the Faulkner County Library. I think it's at 2 p.m. So I'm going to be there. Damn straight I'm going to be there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And my friend Michelle that I talked about earlier, she actually told me about it. The person, the man who's doing the reading with Miss the Poet Laureate is a colleague of hers. So maybe I'll get a chance to meet her. You know, that would be cool.
Oh, that would be so lovely.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could do an interview.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
Obviously
I
not
don't.
big, but, you know,
I don't want to
another
go up there and go, "Hey, my name's Brian. I run a YouTube channel. Want to smoke weed and
Oh,
read
no,
poetry
no,
with me?" No.
You lead into it over
Of
time.
course.
I'm just
Of
saying.
course. Yes, of course.
That was
Believe
fun.
me.
Hello, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey.
Gumbo.
Hey guys, before we get off the subject of the channels, I just wanted to plug my son's channel. I've been posting in the chat. It's
He
at
started
Jimmy Slaves 357. Yeah, where he's gonna be doing some gaming and we're gonna be doing some pranks and stuff like that on it.
Cool.
So if anyone has any nephews or anything, we could do a stream too. You know, if we can get something going down the line.
I have a nephew who games.
Okay, if he's got a channel.
I don't think he's got a channel. I'll have to talk to my sister because he's like 15. Yeah, he just turned 15 not too long ago.
Okay. Well, that's a little old, but you never know.
Yeah.
My kid's
Also
9.
have one.
My son's 9.
No, that's fine. Yeah, because I was going to say my niece is going to be 18 in November. So
Yeah. You never know.
but I don't know, like, if my sister would let her do anything like
Yeah,
that.
15, 12. I got 15, 12, 5, and 2. Yeah. My sister has 4 kids.
That's cool. Yeah, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Juliana. Don't forget, guys, later. I'm just trying to, in case I don't want, because I'll forget stuff later. Yeah. Don't forget, Mitch Brisker will be on the After Gathering tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm always so gutted that I can't see them live.
I would love to get on the after party. So if you guys have room at any time, give me a call.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm game too.
Yeah, I always say to Juliana, I'm like, if anyone's off sick.
If you need, hey Chad, if you ever need anybody to pinch hit for the after party, I'll
all right.
throw my hat in the ring.
Yeah, definitely. I'll let you know. Yeah. Yeah, so we're probably gonna just go to like another 20 minutes because I want to get ready for the
for my I gotta get off here. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here in a minute too because I want to get me something to snack on right quick.
Yeah,
and then hold up in my room.
Whoever has it, Juliana or Chad, or is this on Mike's channel or?
Yes,
I believe so.
Yeah, it's on Mike's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's an update. Yeah.
And then wasn't here? Let me check. But didn't Aaron? Okay, you weren't. If you didn't see this.
Yeah, so Aaron's already gone live.
Yeah,
him and Reese.
He's gone early because of obviously Mike's update. So.
Yeah, because he said him and Reese were going to do something. That's
he
like
used to. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, they're going. They're actually on right now.
He used to go live religiously at 7. You know what I mean? That's why we started doing this. Doesn't matter.
I put a link in there for Mike's update.
Oh yeah. How dare he ruin our schedule?
I know.
That's the thing.
It's like he has his own mind.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about Aaron and trying to plan around me doing something, trying to plan around Aaron is you never know when he's gonna go on. So,
and that's the beauty about YouTube. There's always replay.
Yeah, exactly.
And stuff like that. And I can remember just several months ago where there was only a couple channels, and now we got all this variety.
There's a lot. There's a lot. And
so, so it's like sometimes I was like, oh, I'll be like a week behind on something, and something else will come up. I'm like, oh, I'll go back to that later and forget about it because something more interesting comes up.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is when I was trying to figure out when to do Food Talk Friday, is I went and looked at my analytics to see when most of my people were on, and then I thought, okay, well, is there anybody else on about this time? So that's kind of how I figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna jump off here, fellas.
All right, have a good night.
I'll see you. I'll see y'all in the chat. Deviant, be good.
We'll be over there at Mike's here in a few minutes.
Send me some pictures. I'll let it. Like I said, I'll let everybody know about everything coming up when it happens.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'll see y'all later.
See you in a bit.
Bye,
yeah, let's do any last words, guys. Like I said, because we want to get ready.
Well, do you want to say a couple of things? If you're in here, go to everybody's channel. and press like. Everybody who's streaming, I don't know who all is, but I know I am. Press like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe also to Chad's channel. If you haven't subscribed and you haven't pressed like, smash that like button and subscribe.
Thank you.
Claire's channel, all of us, we all have channels, so you show the love. And we will be, like I said, I'm doing a Friday, and we will try to be here every Monday for you guys.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Put Poet's book in the chat as well. So
cool.
So hopefully that's a clickable link.
Yeah, I threw out a quick. I have an ad that I do. It's basically in all of the chats that I go to. I will do this. Here, I'll do it again. Oh, wrong one. That is basically CC in my our channels. Like I said, I try to also support her as well.
Yeah,
that's great. You guys kind of work together.
Yeah, that's the one for both of us. If you see that ad in any of the chats, that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Anybody else?
Anyone else?
Just realised that maybe the Amazon link is only going on my channel.
I'm throwing it in StreamYard.
I see some stuff in StreamYard, Claire. I see where it says it.
Yeah,
I see it in
StreamYard.
That's
fine. Yeah, maybe because I've linked my stream with yours, so maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's not, head over to my channel. You can click on the link.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't see it because I actually watch StreamYard, and then I have Chad's stream up here. I'm gonna
copy your what you did.
And
post it so then it goes in mine as well.
Yeah.
So then people
awesome.
Come back and watch my channel. There we go.
Awesome. Yeah, it's if we all can kind of wander around and put an ad for everybody, just kind of especially like Aaron. Aaron, I understand what he's doing. He's supporting those that have been in Scientology, but he is a huge platform. So a lot of times, because I know that I'm probably not going to be anybody who he ever gets on his channel, which would be awesome, but it's not going to happen. Right. So I'll go into the chat and I will kind of periodically throw that ad out there just so that, because he gets 3,000 people in there, and maybe they're not seeing it, but at least it's out there.
At least it's there. Yeah. Someone will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking, actually, you saying that sort of with ads, maybe we could put together, or if someone else wants to put together, a little, like an ad that sort of represents all of the different sort of NeverIns channels, that maybe we could sort of like put on our streams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I get what you're saying, like a little video ad for all of us.
Yeah, that would be
put out there for all the other streams to kind of
and
play.
I would think.
The more streams we do together, it doesn't have to be a pre-show, but if we do 3, 4 people, 5 people in a different show, that helps everyone's channel. It doesn't just help the one person's.
Exactly. And one of the things we might do is see if we can get with Kelly. Kelly does some beautiful intros. And if we can get with Kelly and maybe have Kelly do a series of intros.
Yeah, just be careful with her intro. She uses copy. Well, for her it's okay because she pays for the copyrights. But I get copyright strikes when people play that on my channel, so I absolutely could not have that on my channel.
Really?
Yep, I got 2 of them. Yeah, I can't have that at all. So just be careful unless you're gonna pay for the which is fine. I'm thinking
the songs.
About
are you talking about the music?
Yep. It's only a split second.
Yeah. My editor came with a bunch of music in there. And the other thing I do is I hit Slipstream. And so as long as I put a credit in the description, I'm usually covered. I had a couple where they came back and they said I had a copyright, but it wasn't a strike. It was just, it didn't affect it at all.
It was an advisory. right?
Yeah, basically, and basically what it was like I had forgotten to put the credit in there, and so I went back and put the credit in. So
It's all learning curve, you know. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Also, we could talk to Miss J too, because she does a lot of that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she does. Yep.
Yeah.
So
But
if we
actually,
could get
You just
a
don't want to. You don't want to get those copyright strikes when you have them. You
yeah,
know, your
right,
channels will,
yeah.
will be monetized
Claire,
soon
if you
enough.
want to get with me, because I
Yeah.
know you have a list of pretty much a lot of us that are here, right?
Hmm.
And
Uh-oh.
we could like get together and put a list together, and like maybe if you want, me and you can get with Miss J and see if we could get like, if it's okay with everybody else here,
I'm
to
fine with
get
it.
a little intro for us.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
If Deviant and Sin and Chat are okay with it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
as long
mean,
as you
I
have
think it'd be
copyrighted material, it's fine.
yeah.
Or,
I mean, I think it would be really
whenever
cool
I
to
do,
be
I'm sort of,
yeah. I think it'd be really cool to be able to like in these live streams, especially where we're all kind of together doing this type of stuff, to have an intro. I mean, Mark and Claire do the Blown for Good, that thing that they do, and Aaron does the AA run thing, and so to have something that we could do, just to throw up in the advance, and then an outro. I mean, even the after party, Marilyn has that great, or you guys have that great intro and outro that you have
yeah,
Yeah.
that Marilyn's son did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
something
Julie's
like
the
that would be really
mastermind
cool.
behind the
Yeah.
how to do all that stuff. Like she even changed my background.
Did she?
Usually,
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
yeah. As we were like speaking, yeah, I just use the stock one, and she looks terrific when she changes it.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. I need to get with her and learn some of this. I still haven't figured out how to figure out how to start that stuff.
Well,
Oh,
that's
I can
not
teach
too
you
hard.
that.
It's when you're on. I could show you too. When you're on StreamYard,
Yeah.
you just kind of
Okay.
just hit the star.
Yeah, I didn't see
yeah.
it when I was on Friday, so I wasn't sure quite how to do it. So didn't do any
Yeah,
of that.
definitely just get with one of us. We can show you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But
That's
speaking
what
of
I mean.
which, the next 2 weeks, for the next 2 Mondays, I
Uh-huh.
probably won't be able to come in, just so y'all are aware.
I'll send
I
you the
will be
invite
doing
just in
that training.
case. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been able to come in the last couple of weeks because Sabbath was sick.
Yeah.
So
It's There's no big. I send the invite, and whoever can come can come.
hmm
Yeah, I can come on the weekends for the next 2 weeks, but
Well,
not-
I mean, I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's a
have to
shame.
change
I'm
my
away this
schedule. Yeah.
weekend. But maybe we
I'm
can
gonna
do
have to-
something the weekend after.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down
So what
for
do you want to
weekend
change
stuff,
your?
for sure.
What are you thinking about changing your schedule to, Chad?
Well, it's not that I mean, when I go back to work, I probably won't be able to do yeah. So we're looking at like mid-October, November. We'll see.
Speaking of
Well,
mid-October, November, I've told my family that they're probably having Thanksgiving in late September, early October,
You need
because
to get the video, Joe.
yeah, I have to get the videos done,
Yep.
and then they'll have Christmas dinner and on Thanksgiving,
Yep.
So they're aware of that now. It ought to be interesting, turkey in September,
Oh no, I love it. I love it. It
I'm
reminds
gonna
me
do
of
it.
working retail.
Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to do a traditional turkey, so I can show stuffing and all that other stuff. But I think I'm also going to smoke a turkey breast, and
Nice.
I won't fry one. And the reason is that I won't fry one is it's dangerous as all get out. I don't have the equipment, and you have to be guys, if you're out there and you think about frying a turkey, do keep this aware. One, your turkey has to be very dry, very dry. The second is before you, like a few days before you go to fry your turkey, set everything up, put water in, measure the amount, set the turkey in there and measure how much water it takes to fill it to where you'd put the oil, because you don't want to fill it up and have the oil and then put the turkey in and the oil overflow. That's what causes the problem.
Or not enough, and then you have to put in more, and then your oil's not hot enough again.
Right. So if you're thinking about frying a turkey, which I won't do, and I
We
wouldn't
do it every year.
suggest, But definitely do some research on that and make sure that you're using the right amount of oil and you're not going to have it overflow and create a fire. So, just saying.
Well, Cindy, how about since we fry the turkey every year, I could fry one and just send you the video.
You could do that. Yeah. See, if you have a lot of it, I don't do fried turkey, so I have never done it. So that's part of the reason why I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it, especially instructing people to do it, because I've never done it. I just know, that you want to make sure you measure everything, you do everything right, so you don't have the overflow fire. And every year fire departments get called out for that. And so yeah, if you want to do a video on it and just kind of walk me through it and tell me what you're doing, then I'll just use yours.
I can do that.
Yeah, that would be great if that's what you want to do. If you're going to do that, now you're going to do it right at Thanksgiving, so I'll probably have to shelve it for maybe Christmas.
Okay.
One. Yeah. But I can, some people do turkey at Christmas time too. So
we have turkey over here for Christmas.
Yeah, y'all don't have Thanksgiving.
No.
So there you go. Now, Christmas time. Now, I tell you, Christmas time I do a prime rib. So, yeah, I do a prime rib every year at Christmas. So
excellent.
So
let's try to wrap up in a few minutes, guys, so we have time to get
Yeah, sure. Whenever people want to go.
All right. Well, everybody have a good night.
Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed your Labor Day weekend. Those of you who didn't have a 3-day Labor Day weekend, I apologize. I'm sorry you didn't, but enjoyed your evening anyway.
It's all right. We had bank holiday last week, so
there you go.
What does Labor Day celebrate?
It is a celebration of, it's kind of a weird one. Basically, it's supposed to be a day off for those who labor.
It's workers.
Workers, that type of thing. I think it was brought up. Now, my husband, if he was close enough and didn't have his headset on, could probably give you the history. He is a font of information that is basically useless, but I love him to death. He drives me crazy. He'll tell you what a red-tailed hawk eats if he's driving down the road and sees one, that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's one of those. He could probably tell me the history of it and I could relay it, but
it's basically to give the actual everyday laborers a day off.
Mm-hmm.
But America being the country it is, since I don't know, early 1900s, it's never really been that way because the workers have always had to work.
Yeah.
So
well, and of course in retail,
shop.
Yeah. In retail and all that, they don't get that day off. I mean, it's kind of a bummer for them. But and all the big sales, they do huge sales all over the states for Labor Day. I mean, you can get
perfect.
You can get a mattress for $300 off.
Spend all your money.
Exactly. Exactly. Labor Day sales rival Black Friday, so they're right in that. Black Friday is the big one, but. Anyway,
yeah, we have the workers' holiday on May 1st.
Yeah,
it's usually it's not like a celebration of workers. It's more a celebration of the. In Sweden we have a very long and prominent tradition of unions and union work.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that several laws, like we don't have minimum wage that's in the law book because it's considered something that the unions take care of, and I have kind of a problem with that, even though I'm not working. Because the unions are also often politically geared, so to speak. So the largest union are very closely. They are basically the largest or former. The socialist Democrats that have governed this country for they governed it basically 70 years in a row. They are no longer the largest, but I think they are third or second, maybe. No, they are second. They are basically the mother product of the largest union. So, and I have a problem with it because I don't. If I worked somewhere, I don't want my things like my pay. I mean, we have legislated holiday. What's it called? The ability to take holidays. We have 5 weeks minimum. I think 4 you can take in the summer consecutively, according to law. But that, other than that, when it comes to payments and many other things, you depend on your union for that. And if I were a worker that were worked at a company that were connected to the largest union, then my payment to the union would go to this political party that I might not support. So it's good and bad. Workers generally have it pretty good in Sweden compared to many other countries, which is good, of course, but not perfect. We're not perfect.
No.
Yeah, we are. No, we're not. We're
a lot of places are far from it.
Yeah.
Sorry?
A lot of countries are far from perfect.
I would say everyone has their problems and issues.
All right, folks. Brenda chat starting in 16 minutes.
I'm sorry for the rambling.
Yeah, it's okay.
I kind of woke up from a coma here.
You're fine.
And I just started rambling. I'm sorry.
No, that was great. Okay. That was great. We just like I said, my goal was 6:45 Clearwater time to say goodbye.
Oh, but that's perfect. It's 44 now.
Yeah, so we're at the end.
For me to do some tea.
Yeah.
Go grab a snack.
This was a great stream, guys.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love seeing you all.
Lots of great ideas coming forward.
All right. Let's say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Hasta la vista,
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Great stream.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.